You were watching Modern Fusion TV. Guys, so the topic of discussion today is BBL. Let's not waste no time. Let's get into it.
Do you think guys prefer natural bodies or BBLs?
BBLs.
BBL. BBL bodies for sure.
Niggas love that fake shit.
The BBL does not make you in another league. It actually brings you down now.
Some men love it though.
No, we love to play with it. I call them rentals. You're like a rental car. You go out to Miami, you rent that Lamb, you rent that Ferrari. The shit you can't drive at home. It's fun to drive out there, but now I'm not paying for this. This shit going back to the rental office when I'm done with it. That's what we do with BBLs. But we're not taking that to the parent-teacher conference. Walking in, ass big as this table. Like, come on, like, let's stop playing for real. Y'all confuse a man's sexual attention with what he wants as a wife and as an example for his kids, as a mother. Because automatically we know your mind is the point where you risked your life for a bigger ass for attention. You just risked your life for a bigger ass for us to say, damn, I wonder what that shit look like when I'm hitting from the back. She invested 10K in her body and 0 in her brain. Going to the gym, that is a real investment, because as you're working out and building your body instead of buying it, that's gonna build character. That's gonna enhance you as a woman. Those women are the women that deserve to get all their bills paid.
I mean, everyone have their preference, what they're looking for in a woman. For me, I like my woman natural. I don't understand this whole process and concept of BBL, enhancing your body, fake lashes, fake lips, everything that's fake. But then you want a real man. Anyway, to each his own. He pretty much cover everything about BBL, what a man is looking for in a woman to bring home for his wife and one of his child are supposed to be. I mean, he sums it up. Like I said, to each his own.
Your natural body shape or your surgery body shape will change the type of man that is attracted to you, at least based on his socioeconomic level. And let me show you. Socioeconomic class actually have to do with the type of man that is attracted to your body and why. Let's figure it out. You have the wealthy class, right? And they typically tend to be attracted to more slender bodies, a physique, a nicer physique, right? The reason they like that is for a couple of reasons. Number one, a lot of their reputation is on the line. Who they're married to, how that person is moving, how that significant other is, how outside people view them. Everything comes with reputation when it comes to being that wealthy, okay? So essentially, they understand the power more of who their significant other is and how they represent them. Literally. Then of course we get to the biological factors, like a woman with a nice physique and she's skinny. You can actually see the structuring of that, the natural way her body would fall in clothes, etc., right? And it also signals youth to the men. We hear it preached all day, every damn day, right? And actually this one's gonna be hard to accept, because when you have a more voluptuous body, it's more overtly sexual. Okay, so basically the man doesn't really get the privilege of like the classy look, or like you act this way publicly but he knows you in a different way privately. Like that line kind of gets blurred, and it's not anything that somebody who's naturally built like that has like done wrong. It's more so other men can visualize you in a more sexual way a lot easier than they can with somebody that has a petite body. All right, and that's gonna move us over to poor. When it comes to this type of man, you know how there's like being hood rich, right? Let's make it that. So essentially, because this person doesn't have much to show, they're gonna make what they do show gaudy. And so essentially, because that thing is gaudy, it's right in front of your face. You can't ignore it, you can't whatever, right? So essentially that translates to the type of woman that they are attracted to also has more of that upfront, in your face, you can't ignore it type of sexuality. All right, because essentially as they escort you around places, socially, all that other stuff, it's a huge signal to someone else. Look who I am fucking right now. Look who I have access to right now. Display, easy to see. And the last reason that the poor man tends to be attracted to a more voluptuous, overtly sexual body, one, he's not doing much else with his free time when he's outside of work. That's the only way he's making money. Tends to be the only way he's applying himself. So basically with his free time, he's going to want to have sex. Bam. Okay. Second reason, the woman is doing very much like domestic work in the home, right? That's a strong contribution of hers because he can't afford any type of assistance, even when it comes down to like eating out a certain amount, etc. So for her, when he sees her, outside of that, there's not much that woman is expected to offer him as far as like uplifting him or moving him to another level. They are in survival mode, literally. I want you to understand that, okay? So because they are in survival mode, the woman basically is offering sex and domestic work to him, okay? So essentially, the more sexual she looks, the more appealing she is to him, because that's one half of basically her value. Middle class, that's kind of like a anything can go type of situation, okay? It's a mixture of enough resources, enough intelligence, and enough ignorance. Essentially for them, they're going to be choosing a partner based off of what they see in media the most, subconsciously, and what kind of reflects their natural desire, because they don't have too much on the line as far as reputation, but they also have enough resources to care about what person they're getting and how they're reflecting them and stuff like that, but not enough to where they need to be controlling the type of person that they're dating. So at that point, you can just date ideally who you decide. So before you get that BBL, please evaluate, what is this gonna do for me? What is my goal? Okay? And I know as women, we be lying to ourselves, saying, oh my God, it doesn't matter what men think, blah, blah, blah. But eventually, if you want to be with somebody, you're gonna have to give a damn what men think. Okay? Yeah.
I mean, think about it, guys. It makes sense. BBL is only for fun. Nobody wants to claim a BBL. Who wants to be with a BBL? You can't drive a Ferrari or a Lambo in the Bronx, those heft up road. Like you said, go to Florida, go to Miami. You rent them out. BBL, they don't cook, they don't clean. I mean, like, think about a person that's mind that's so messed up where they want to invest all this money to look good on the outside, but not on the inside. They will risk their whole life for attention. That's not the kind of person you want to bring home to mama. I mean, that's not the kind of person that I want to spend my life with anyway. Any day those BBL can explode. I'm just saying. But like I said, to each his own, guys. BBL or non-BBL, at the end of the day, they're just for fun. Temporary fun, guys. Temporary pleasure. That's all BBL is. Nothing more, nothing less.
I ain't never heard of a Christian BBL. Look at this.
Besides continuing to give him praise publicly, as much nonsense as I get back for it, I don't know any other way to say thank you. Now, don't get me wrong. I get there's people that are like pro natural bodies, like don't do anything to yourself, don't get veneers, don't do this one, don't do that one. I understand. I'm not personally that person. Like, I'm here for anything that makes you look better, feel better, have more confidence, and just enjoy your life. I also get that there are people that look up to me for certain things. I hope there's other things you can find to look up, but if it's that, I should have big back and wide waist. Hold on. That's not what I want you to look up to me for. And whatever choices I make in my life, I beg, have your disappointment and make a decision. Do you love me, yes or no?
I am not against any procedure that you decide to get. That's what you want, do you? There's absolutely no problem with it. My problem is you done called this a Christian BBL. A God has nothing to do with your BBL. That was your choice. Your choice.
Wow. I mean, seriously, Christian BBL. It's like no one takes the church or Christ or God serious anymore. It's like a whole joke, mockery of God. I mean, leave it up to them. They'll probably abolish the whole church thing. Give them the chance. I mean, I think that's what they're pushing for anyway. Anyway, wow, crazy.